Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Before we start today's video, please subscribe our channel. Today we will talk about the King of China factory Foxconn, and its story about EUV lithography machine. China Foxconn founder Terry Gou made the right choice. As one of the world's largest foundries, Foxconn's rise is inseparable from Apple's orders, but the support of the domestic manufacturing market is also critical. However, Terry Gou seems to only recognize his sugar daddy Apple, and responds to Cook's industrial chain relocation plan as a royal factory, without caring about the possible unemployment wave. Facing the doubts of netizens, Terry Gou not only did not respond, but said that they have been giving meals to the mainland market these years. But the slap in the face came too fast. Although building a factory in India can save Foxconn a lot of labor costs, due to the imperfect infrastructure such as water, electricity, equipment and various problems such as the quality of employees, its production capacity is more efficient than domestic production. The market can be described as a sharp downturn, and it is basically impossible to complete Apple's orders within the original planned deadline. To this end, Terry Gou made a decision to return the focus of production capacity to the mainland market, and urgently recruited 200,000 workers overnight, with a subsidy of 10,000 yuan per person, which solved the urgent need. After realizing the importance of the domestic market to Foxconn, Terry Gou made the right choice to build a wafer packaging and testing plant in response to the shortage of the domestic chip market, and also purchased the first high-end packaging and testing lithography machine in China. Recently, news came out of Foxconn's wafer fab in Qingdao that its high-end packaging and testing project has officially started production, and its cumulative purchase of domestic lithography equipment has reached 46. Obviously, this will relieve the pressure of chip supply in the domestic market to a certain extent. In addition, although Foxconn purchased a packaging and testing type lithography machine, its promotion effect on the overall development of the domestic lithography field is still worthy. Called the key. About domestic high-end lithography machine. You must know that the lithography machine is a sharp edge for the United States to curb the rise of China's chip industry. In the case that ASML cannot ship, we can only develop it independently. Because the lithography equipment is too sophisticated and complex, the outside world is not optimistic that we can realize the localization of lithography equipment. But the hard work pays off. With the joint efforts of 6 domestic lithography machine manufacturers, including Shanghai Microelectronics, Beijing Kui Hongyuan, and Changchunguoke, the domestic lithography machine has finally made a major breakthrough. The high-end packaging and testing lithography equipment is one of the results. In addition, according to the previous news, the immersion lithography machine that can be used for the manufacturing of chips in the previous process will also be launched next year. According to people familiar with the matter, the domestic immersion lithography machine, with a wavelength of 193 nanometers, is not inferior to the DUV lithography machine produced by ASML in performance. Through multiple exposure technology, it has the opportunity to realize the production of high-end chips. More importantly, the device is manufactured by Shanghai Microelectronics, using core technologies provided by 5 other domestic lithography machine suppliers. It can be seen that the domestic lithography market is forming a positive R&D environment, and it has come to a critical moment to break through the bottleneck, only to face the test of the market. ASML urgently expands the layout. However, what was unexpected was that ASML, which was worried about being excluded from the domestic market, not only suddenly exported a large number of DUV and other types of lithography equipment to the domestic market, but also urgently launched 2 layouts for EUV equipment. First of all, ASML expanded the scale of its R&D center in the mainland market, added offices in many places, recruited Chinese lithography engineers, intensively applied for lithography patents, and occupied the patent highland in advance. The possible result of this is that even if we develop high-end lithography equipment, it still cannot be used normally without the patent authorization of ASML. This means that it is difficult for China's lithography market to completely get rid of its dependence on ASML. Second, build a lithography equipment repair center. Its main purpose is to prevent some types of lithography equipment from being shipped out for repair and unable to be shipped back due to the intervention of the United States. As a result, ASML has formed a certain binding effect with the original Chinese enterprise customers, leaving it to domestic lithography equipment. Engraving manufacturers have less room to play. On the whole, some of ASML's layouts are to compete for market share before the establishment of a complete system in the domestic lithography market. Compared with ASML, domestic lithography manufacturers have no advantage in terms of price, customers or technology, and for most chip foundries, they are unwilling to take the risk of trial and error to adopt the newly produced domestic products. Equipment. In other words, the export of ASML has largely squeezed the development of domestic lithography companies. And this just reflects the importance of Foxconn's purchase of 46 domestic lithography equipment, which not only sets an example for other wafer foundries, but also enhances the popularity of domestic lithography machines and further promotes domestic suppliers in the market. The lithography market is gaining a foothold. Therefore, it is said that Timing made the right choice this time. Looking at it now, academician Ni Guangnan, a Chinese chip talent, is indeed right. When it was rumored that ASML might export EUV lithography machines to China, Ni Guangnan, a Chinese academician of engineering, issued a warning: core technology cannot be bought or requested. We must give up our illusions and only increase investment. Focus on research and development in order to fundamentally solve the problem of stuck neck. Today's China is no longer the time to be bullied by the predecessors 100 years ago. Today, we need money and money, people and people, and systems, no matter whether it is a chip or a lithography machine. We can rely on our own unremitting efforts to achieve adequate food and clothing. There is no need to pin your hopes on changes in rules or markets.